Sledd. This is a play that I wrote this summer as part of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival's Young Southern Writers Program, which Lindley was also a part of. You'll see her in Molly's play next. Through this program, Lindley and I were able to work one-on-one with professional playwrights and actors, and we participated in workshops, learned about the process of workshopping new material, and wrote our own plays. I was able to receive feedback about this play from its very first draft, and throughout the audition and rehearsal process with our actors from the other participants in the program, as well as our instructor, Elizabeth Gregory Wilder, a playwright who debuted her own new work at the end of the week. I had the honor of staging a reading of my play for the playwrights and actors participating in the Southern Writers Program, and was awarded the Audience Choice Award for my play as well. And a production of the play that you're going to see today is being directed by a friend of mine in Tennessee as part of a play festival at Carson-Newman University. So, now a little bit about the story. So this story is one that I didn't expect myself to write. It's a genre that I kind of steer clear of, that I'm not typically engaging with, so I felt a little unfamiliar with it. I hadn't really planned ahead to write this story before I went to Alabama Shakes, but it came very organically to me when I started writing. I think there's an element of myself in both of the characters that I hadn't expected to put on paper, and maybe it was elements that I needed to put on paper that I didn't know. Their voices and hopes and fears came so naturally that they might as well be my own, which happens to be one of my biggest takeaways from the Southern Writers Program. Every playwright we talked to and worked with stressed the importance of being true to your voice as an artist and a writer, and I think you have to put a piece of yourself in every character if you ever want them to feel truly alive. So that's something to chew on. One little last note before I let my actors get started. The script does contain adult language and themes, including violence, death, suicide, and gun use. So if you feel you need to step out at any time, you are more than welcome to. Thank you so much, and enjoy.
The Death of Me by Abby Sledd. Clover, played by MaKensey Alford. Elias, played by Joshua Norris. Stage directions read by Matthew Rankin. Rural Alabama. In an abandoned gas station. It is dark and dingy. The windows are all boarded up, and the doors have a rifle shoved through the handles to keep them closed. Clover, 17, creative type, and Elias, 18, quiet and moody, sit on the ground in front of the barred door. He has a pistol on his belt. They are tired and out of breath.
I told you not to do it.
Yeah, you told me so. Whatever.
I did kind of tell you so. Even you can't deny that. I mean, trying to hotwire a car is one thing, but blowing one up is another.
It would have been the perfect distraction if it had worked.
Maybe, but look where it got you, with a sprained ankle, sitting in a shitty gas station, and butt-fuck Alabama surrounded by hordes of undead bitches.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't a very productive solution. I thought it would have given us some headway to get down the road to the lake house, but hey, at least there's snacks.
He references various snacks littering the floor. Clover reaches to grab a bag, reading the label.
What the fuck are corn nuts?
Hey, I love those things. My mom used to get them for us all the time.
Guess it's your lucky day then.
She tosses the bag to him. He opens it and pops one in his mouth.
I mean, even if we had made it to the lake house, what would we have done then? Board up the windows, pray the zombies walk into the lake and drown? We still wouldn't have had any bullets, and we'd still be sitting ducks.
Might have been a better view.
The door rattles as the horde outside grows.
How long do you think that door will hold?
20, maybe 30 minutes.
You think we're gonna die here?
Yeah.
Guess we didn't really stand a chance. Not against all that.
She rattles the door. The horde groans and shrieks outside. They are hungry.
Let's play a game. Tell me a secret.
What?
Come on, we have 20 minutes left of our lives. I want to have fun.
I'm not sure if we should.
Tell me something you've never told anyone before. Something you want the universe to hear before you're devoured alive by an undead horde.
I don't know. My favorite color is green.
I don't think anyone would classify that as a secret, Elle. Come on, get deep here, expand your horizons, and bare your soul. It's not that hard.
I would beg to differ.
Okay, since you're being a baby about it, I'll go first. I've always wanted to be a lighthouse keeper. It's my dream.
Really? That's it? A lighthouse keeper?
Don't be a jackass. I just exposed myself to you, mind and soul. Have a little decorum.
I'm sorry. It's just, I mean, weren't your parents like lawyers or something? And you decided the one thing you wanted most in life was to be a lighthouse keeper?
Is it really that surprising?
I don't know.
I've always loved the water. Between boating at the lake house and ocean stories, you know, pirates and the Titanic and mermaids and shit, there's always a lighthouse. It's constant.
That's your big soul-bearing secret. You like lighthouses.
Does it have to be more?
I don't know, it's your game. But I thought you wanted to confess something to the universe and all that. There really isn't anything else.
You're good at this game. My sister drowned when we were out on the lake once. I thought as a kid that maybe if there had been a lighthouse out there, she would have known which way was up, which way to swim. I thought it might have helped. Sorry, that's a lot, but you know, secrets. I had never said that out loud before.
Well, that's the point of the game, isn't it? By all means, I'd say you're winning. I'm not sure how to follow that.
I'm sure you'll come up with something.
Elias looks like he's going to say something, but is stopped by the growing sound of the horde. The sound of glass beginning to crack is deafening. They know what it means.
How much time now?
10 minutes, maybe. Unless they learn how to throw rocks.
Well, get out of that glass house and tell me a secret then.
They are close now. He stares. Clover pulls away first.
Do you think we would have been friends if we knew each other before all the apocalypse stuff happened?
I don't know. I was homeschooled, so I wasn't friends with a lot of kids my age.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean we wouldn't have been friends. Maybe our paths were destined to cross.
I was kind of weird. You wouldn't have wasted time on me. I'm sure you spent your weekends at parties and drinking and stuff.
What makes you say that?
I mean, you're just so cool and pretty, and you just seem like the type of person people love.
Well, I don't drink. That's my mom's thing. I did smoke a shit ton of weed, though.
That makes two of us.
You really can't think of a secret?
Well, I guess there is one thing.
Tell me. Tell me.
I'm not sure. I don't want it to be a big deal.
Dude, zombies are gonna bust down that door any minute now. If you don't say something soon, you'll never get the chance to. You wanna go out on your own terms, right?
Maybe this was a bad idea.
Come on, I told you about my dead sister trauma and shit.
Okay. It's kind of embarrassing, but I've always wanted to be in love. Huh?
Yeah, that's interesting.
I guess I just never thought it could happen to me. I don't like to share parts of myself like that. The intimacy of it. I was worried I'd miss out on it because I was afraid.
Afraid of what?
Getting too invested, I think. Like I'd be wasting all my best days on something that wouldn't last. And all that sharing your feelings stuff isn't really a guy thing anyway.
You gotta stick it to society at some point.
Well, with how Doomsday is going, there's not much of society left for me to stick it to.
Clover stands suddenly. She offers him her hand.
Dance with me.
What?
You heard me. Let's dance.
Elias stands. He takes her hand. She curtsies to him. They slow dance.
You are remarkably good at this.
She spins him.
Okay, now you're showing off. Where'd you learn how to do this?
Debutante balls. My mom said they would give me some structure.
They dance in silence.
I'm gonna stick it to society here for a sec.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you how I feel.
by all means.
When I first met you, 3 weeks ago? Well, I wasn't doing very well. Mentally, I mean. Surviving took a lot of effort, and I didn't think it was worth it. I was ready to throw in the towel, but you made me want to keep trying. You guided me back to shore. You don't have to be a lighthouse keeper to help people. You kind of are a lighthouse. You're bright, a beacon, and I needed that.
They stare at each other. Clover grabs Elias's face and kisses him. It is gentle and sweet. She smiles at him.
Did you manage to fall in love?
I think I did.
They dance. Clover holds Elias closer and lays her head on his shoulder. They are comfortable in the silence.
Hey, Clover. I have another secret.
She lifts her head to look at him. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small box of bullets.
I was saving them for something important. I was afraid to waste them. But I think it's worth it. It's not enough to fight them off or anything, but we could...
Go out on our own terms?
Yeah.
Let's get out of here then.
The glass of the door begins to crack. The wood planks begin to splinter. Elias draws a pistol and loads it. They hold hands. End of play.